If you play Battlefield 6 on an Xbox or PlayStation controller, you might be confused about all the settings and options and sliders, but here I'll give you a no-nonsense guide on how to make your controller's aim feel like the way it should be for precision aiming. And hey, if you're a COD player and want your aim to be just like Call of Duty, then you're in the right spot here. I could go over every single slider and setting here and confuse you even more about what's going on in Battlefield 6 controller aim settings, but I'll keep it as simple as possible. First of all, the dead zone options. Go to settings right here, scroll all the way down here until you see the joystick options, and reduce the axial and center dead zones as close as you can to 0. My controller doesn't have stick drift, so I'll keep it in the lowest setting. If you're using a DualSense controller and still don't get that snappy aim on PC, even though you reduce the dead zone to 0, it's just a game's problem and you have to use the Steam input. For that, just press this controller icon you see on Steam in your games page and enable Steam input. It will switch your input with Xbox, but will just fix your problem for now. Alright, now that we have the best dead zone calibration all set, it's time to go over aiming options. Here you'll find a ton of sliders and settings, but only a few matter, and the rest is better left untouched. First, the aim sensitivity. This is the most important, indicating how fast the camera moves both horizontally and vertically. Adjust the field of view to your preference, and then tune both vertical aim ratio and vertical zoom ratio to 100. This is the best for your muscle memory, as you will get the same horizontal and vertical aim rate when moving the right analog stick. Next off, it's the uniform infantry settings. I'll keep this one off. You'll make both zoom and hipfire aiming at the same rate, and that's actually not good. The next three options should be on 100% because it's aim assist and it's been nerfed already. And now the last three options. All the settings here except for the linear are kind of the same. They all make your aim start slow and then accelerate as you ramp up. Bad news is there is no dynamic aim response curve here, but we can make it if you follow the instructions. To help you have more control over your aim, put both the infantry aim input curve and the infantry zoom aim input curve to linear. Linear is the one-to-one movement of your aim with the amount you move the right analog stick. So in a sense, it's best for muscle memory. Now here comes the interesting part. This next option here helps you create your own aim response curve, if the two above are put on linear, of course. Put the stick input acceleration as standard and then check the slider. The higher it goes, the slower your aim becomes. You need to test this one option in the firing range to see what percent of acceleration suits your playstyle. In my test, Call of Duty's dynamic aim response curve is something between 50 and 70 with my sensitivity. You can set it on 50 with standard and reset it to 70 by pressing the triangle or the Y button. But as I prefer the linear in both Call of Duty and Battlefield 6, I will keep this setting on 0, or in other words, I'll pick the Battlefield 4 3 Bad Company option from above. And last but not least, if you play on anything higher than 60 aim sensitivity, you might want to tune down your aim zoom sensitivity down here in the zoom options. I'll keep this somewhere between 80 and 90, but it's best if you test this on your own. And that is it. Hope this video has helped you find the best aim settings for yourself. If you are a Call of Duty player, I recommend just copy paste these settings and test it out for yourself. If you enjoyed that video, make sure you smack that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.